Hi guys, Kevin here. It has been 4.5 years since my journey with prostate cancer. I've been trying to journalize and I just lost track of time with this one. Been very busy, but I think the core reason I'm making this one is folks have been asking, how have you been? And I just wanted to let everybody know I'm doing great. I am 100% cancer free from all my treatments, taking care of that cancer. I just wanted to make this quick video to let you know where I'm at. If you want to stick around, I was going to summarize a little bit of history and where I currently am with everything. Yeah, I started journalizing this because when I first heard about that I had prostate cancer, I went onto YouTube right away and found other men, in the same situation and their journey, their process of going through the surgery and the treatments and follow-ups and things like that, keeping you up to date on how they've been doing. That was my intent, to maybe help inspire men that are just getting into this because it's super scary. On a positive note, I think the science behind solving cancer, prostate cancer, is very good. That's the main reason I'm putting this together, is document for myself, my family, and for others out there in the same situation. A little history. I'm 67. I've been retired for about 3 years. I have moved from the Midwest down to Florida, mainly for my health and for the weather. That I combine those together because they go hand in hand, because I was horrible with the cold. I hated cold. I wouldn't go out, wouldn't work out. But down here, it's nice all the time. I am constantly working out. That's part of my regime, that I want to make sure I am taking care of myself, my health. I just wanted to summarize a little bit of my journey. What happened 4.5 years ago is I found out my PSA went through the roof, and found cancer in my prostate. I was going through the medical system of where my business was collaborating with. They recommended a prostatectomy because it was 75% cancer throughout. And my family history, my dad died from prostate cancer. I wasn't playing around. I was getting it removed. No ifs, ands, or buts. That was my decision. That's what I wanted to do. I knew the side effects. They explained them all. And so I was willing to chance that. The other option is not acceptable. So that's what I went with. The prostatectomy went fine, but come to find out, they didn't get it all. It was in a couple of lymph nodes, and also in the area where my prostate was. Their recommendation was standard care. They called it standard care. Their expertise was in breast cancer. I don't think they really had prostate cancer specialists there. So they said it would be standard care, and what their follow-up was going to be was just simply radiation, abdomen radiation, just a blanket radiation. And that didn't sit well with me at all. My wife brought up the good point, let's look for something else. So we did. And in St. Louis, we have one of the best cancer centers in the United States, with BJC, Siteman, and Washington University. So I went there looking for another oncologist to give me some better answers and a plan than the standard care on the other place. I found them. And the process was going to be so much better for me. What they were going to do is they wanted to locate where exactly those other cancer cells were. They gave me gold markers. They inserted them in my body, and that helped with the radiation treatments that I was going to get. And it was targeted radiation. It wasn't a blanket. It was it was very futuristic looking. And it's just the way they handled spot radiation on me. That, I forget how many I went through. I think there was 32 or 36 of those. And also, in collaboration with that, I also did hormone treatment. I did Lupron for 18 months. And that ended like 3 years ago with very great results from at least the hormone treatment. And the radiation, I'm sure, was the final kill on the cancer. So once that was good, I moved down south to Florida, retired, and I'm doing very well. I have to find all new doctors down here, but that was a given. So I found a new oncologist, a new general practitioner. I love them all. They're very good. They're keeping an eye on me. They know my history. I'll tell you a quick story about my oncologist, and this is going to be one of the final takeaways I was going to tell you about, and that's to listen to your doctor closely. And I think I was just being haphazard with what I was hearing, because I don't want to say my doctor said something wrong. I'm sure it was me. So down here in Florida, the undetectable range for PSA is 0.05. Up in the Midwest, it was 0.02. So that was, I thought, I guess that's just a different way the states do it, or the areas do it. So I was fine with that. My new oncologist, I was doing every 3 months, so she could catch up, see how I was doing, make sure my PSAs and all my other readings data was correct. There was one time about a year ago, came in and she had a look of concern on her face, and she goes, well, and I swore to God, she said, your PSA's gone up to 0.8, but I'm pretty sure now she said it went up to 0.08. So that 0.08 is just a little bit above 0.05 on being now detectable. But I freaked out. My heart was racing. For the next 30 days before we took another PSA, I was just thinking, oh my God, that didn't last long at all. But my mistake was I did not listen to her. I should have read the data myself, and I didn't. And that's what I'm saying with you guys, make sure you do it. She did say 0.08. It was just a little bit of a concern, and her instincts were right. It was a bad reading, because I took it again 30 days later, and it was below 0.05. There was just a mistake in the reading. It happens on occasion, just letting you guys know that. That was a waste of my time on being anxious, but it all turned out good. My other takeaway for you guys is tell your family, tell your friends, I'm talking about the guys, tell you guys, get your PSA checked. I've told my son and my brother, I go, guys, get your PSA checked. Do it often and be on top of it. And they're very aware of their situation now after seeing what I've been going through. So they're very happy. And that's what I would recommend for you. Tell your friends, your family, get their PSA checked. You don't have to be a preacher about it. Just, hey, make them aware. Sometimes they're not. I wasn't. This came out of blue for me. Thank God my general practitioner noticed something, so it all turned out well for me. As far as the side effects, I did have incontinence, as I mentioned in my other videos, just for a little while. The Kegel exercises did great. I cleaned that up pretty quickly. I forget now how long it took, but completely free of incontinence, a year later, and I'm fine today. The ED is still around, and so is my loss of libido. I went through many things with the ED. I went through the pumps, I went through the pills, I went through the injections. The injections worked. They're not as scary as you think, guys. But with my libido, I don't care. I really don't care about it anymore. Maybe it'll come back, maybe it doesn't, but anyways, I'm alive and well and healthy. So that's all I've got. I just want to say thank you guys for watching, and good luck for the new ones that have been diagnosed with this. You're gonna get through this. You really are. Just do due diligence on talking to your doctor. Maybe find a second opinion. Just go get and be satisfied with what their plan is, and for your outcome. So anyways, thank you. I appreciate you guys watching. Good luck and much success for your future endeavors. Thank you. Bye.